I'd like to call the special meeting of Monday, April 29th, 2024 to order. Would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of reflection? I would ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers tonight the 3 U.S. Marshals who were killed in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the 5 police officers who were injured today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate that. Marcella?
Councilmember Condi? Here. Councilmember Malone? Here. Councilmember Nielsen? Here. Councilmember Solario? Here. Councilmember White?
Here.
Vice Mayor Pineda?
Here.
Mayor Weiss?
Here. Ron, item number 2, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next up, turn that on. Afternoon, Mayor. Next up is our public hearing for Extra Space Storage, Appeal of Conditional Use Permit Application PL 230303. First, we open the floor to the applicant.
I think the mayor has to.
Oh, is that his? I have the wrong form. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, Ron. So this is a little bit different than normal. Sorry, Jody. A little bit different than normal council meetings where we act as a legislative body. Tonight, we are a judicial body. So I just want to read this for the record. The mayor and council will be acting as a hearing body in this matter. The purpose of this hearing is to consider an appeal of the denial of a conditional use permit, zoning case PL-21-003 by the Planning Commission. The CUP pertains to the development of a self-storage facility. Please note that the City Council may vote to recess the hearing and go into executive session to obtain legal advice from the City Attorney. Under Arizona law, no decisions will be made in executive session. After the presentation of all the evidence, the mayor and council may take one of the following actions: reverse the decision of the Planning Commission and approve the CUP, affirm the decision of the Planning Commission denying the CUP, or modify the decision of the Planning Commission. Nicole, do I have it covered?
Yes, Mayor. Great job.
Ron, item number 2.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, we open up the floor to the applicant. I think Jody was coming up here.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, I just reached out to the applicant. They will be in here momentarily. They're just a little bit delayed, but it's at your purview if you wanted to move forward, or we can wait for them to arrive.
Now, people came here from their homes. Let's go ahead and move forward.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, for the record, the applicant has arrived.
Good evening, sir. Do you mind stating your name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Adam Baugh, 2525 East Arizona, Biltmore Circle. Mayor, members of the council, if you'd indulge me, later this afternoon, at the end of the day, I received a letter regarding some concerns for our project. I want to make sure that I handle this matter appropriately, and more important, that this council consider all the information in the correct due process elements. The last thing I want to exist is an inference that somehow an applicant hasn't met its legal requirements for notice. Accordingly, per the rules in your code and ordinance, I'd request opportunity for continuance to demonstrate that we've satisfied our legal notice requirements.
Sir, thank you. Nicole, what are the council's obligations under this request?
Mayor, Council, per our city code, the applicant can request a continuance, and Council may grant it. So it would just, you make a motion to continue and second and vote on it.
So, Mr. Baugh, I will tell you that a lot of people came from their homes today to speak on this issue. Probably have more comments here than I've had in 18 years on council. So I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not moving forward. I know council probably feels the same way on this, and it's a chance for the public to speak, and now they've taken time out of their day. We've taken time out of our day, and now we have to push this back to a later day when at one point this could have been resolved tonight. So unhappy at this point.
Mayor, and I regret having to say that too. I think this is a question of centimeters. And there could have been many opportunities for that to be shared with us. We've done significant neighborhood outreach. In addition to what's required by code, we've held neighbor meetings and letters sent out. Nobody has informed us of this information until literally the last couple hours. What I don't want to see is your decision today be rendered invalid because someone wants to question the validity of a couple centimeters on the sign.
Understood. We are legally obligated to grant that continuance. Nicole, if I could the motion be made that says that the continuance would happen at not the discretion of staff, but with input from staff? I don't want to set a date tonight, but I also want to resolve this when we can, is for the community at large.
You can make a motion to continue to a future date as determined by staff and the applicant. So staff can get with the applicant and look at your calendars and then set a date.
Let me go ahead and make that motion so it's perfectly clear. I make a motion that we continue this item to a later date with...
I think there's a motion on the screen for you.
I'm sorry. Motion to continue agenda item 2, public hearing, extra space storage, appeal of conditional use permit, application PL-23-0303 to a future date as determined by staff and the applicant. Motion's made by me, seconded by Councilmember White. Any discussion? Please vote.
And for everyone in the audience, I have received several requests to speak, and I have your email addresses. So as soon as that date is set, I can send out a notification.
Before anyone leaves, let me assure you, we're not going to do any public speaking tonight. We're not going to open the public hearing. Sir, because we can't record, so just come on up to the microphone really quick. That way we can get it on the record. I want to be as fair to people who came out tonight and the people who couldn't come out tonight. Come on up. So I want to be as fair as we can to the people who showed up tonight and people who can't. I know this is an important issue for the community. So I kind of have an idea what your question is going to be, but I'm going to take input.
Yes, sir. It's procedural. We represent hundreds of people, multiple homes in the 2 neighborhoods of Litchfield Park and Dysart Ranch. And to leave it up to the staff, candidly, has proven to be a roadblock to getting everybody organized. We request the council to make this a 3-party decision, one that is open, and we can re-involve all of our constituents and yours into this in an honest discussion. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Different comment. I left a funeral in Florida to be here. I have come 3,000 miles back from a family emergency to be here. These people did not get the noticing that was required. Their mistake should not be our burden. It is upsetting, and I can tell you that the behavior that has happened here so far, we have made complaint after complaint about the signage. If you go back and look at the council meeting or the city planning meetings, if you look at our notes, we have raised this issue over and over again about the sign compliance. The fact that they're going to be given another bite at the apple is unfair. Hundreds of people oppose this, and it just doesn't seem right to do this. We were so upset by the fact that the commission was not listening, we opened a case with the Attorney General's office. And we have an attorney here. And we're paying this attorney. And that is absolutely a burden on us. This should not be continued. This should be heard today. And you should hear the treatment that this community has gotten.
And unfortunately, we are bound by state law. We have no leeway in this matter at all. State law is very clear on this. You can hold your hands up all you want. State law is very clear on this, and you've heard my opinion on this. Okay, I want to be as fair as we possibly can. Ron, input on this at all?
There's been a motion and a vote on the floor. We will notify them as soon as we have a date.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Yep.
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please? I have a motion from Councilmember White, a second from Councilmember Nielsen. All in favor, please vote. We are adjourned.